It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab, Shane Bieber.
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
Ready to go? Here's David Fletcher.
The afternoon for the Angels, the shortstop, David Fletcher.
The wind and the pitch. And fouled off.
First pitch, 106.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push the runs across as often as possible.
Here's Anthony Rendon up to the plate. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
The wind to kick the pitch. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 1.
Mike Trout, just a special player, a special human, does everything well on the baseball field and seems to do it as well off the field.
The 1-1 is fouled off. I think with Mike Trout, when you consider all the awards, the wins above replacement, he's on a trajectory, if he stays healthy, that he'll end up as one of the greatest position players of all time. The wind and the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
One of the unfortunate things is that in this guy's career, particularly early, we just didn't get to see him in the postseason very much. You want to see the best.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now at Progressive Field, and towing the slab, Patrick Sandoval.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. Here's a speed threat. Andres Jimenez. And the pitch. That's inside. The pitch. And the 1-0 misses low. Two 2-0 to count. Here it comes. And that one ripped into right, and it goes just foul. Swings through that one for strike 2. Up the middle, and that one handled. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Runner on the go. On the ground. Sends it to Walsh. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at our lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Up the middle. Rendon throw to first. And Ramirez is set down. Here's Mike Zunino.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
On the inside corner for a strike. Runner at third, 2 away. The next offering misses, and it's 1-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next offering way off the plate. And now the lefty. And that's outside. Ahmed Rosario on deck for the Guardians. Jimenez on third with 2 out. And a base hit, and they take the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. And Cleveland on top 1-0. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. At the belt and fires. Good eye right there.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 outs. Fouls one off. 2-2.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
And the 2-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Adele makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Here in Cleveland, top of the 2nd. Now it's the DH, Patrick Sandoval.
Let's go, Cleveland.
The right-hander back to work. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. Next pitch is popped up. And there's 1 down.
That is it. The right fielder, number 12.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And it's caught for the out.
The first baseman, Jared Walsh.
At the plate, Jared Walsh. And that one wrapped foul. And the right-hander deals. There's a strike. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
One, 2 now. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel and squared it up.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the veteran third baseman, Gio Urshela. Oh, he gloves it to first. And that's a great play for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
here in Cleveland. We head to the bottom of the second, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Lane Thomas. And the pitch. And a big swing and a miss. That's towards center. Trout settles under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting seven, the first baseman.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. First offering misses the mark. That's down and in. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Kicks and fires. Outside corner, there's a strike. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Runner on the go. Late swing, fouled off. Strike 2. Next offering is outside. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Bell at first, one gone. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Adele ranging back, and it bangs off the top of the wall. Cut off, now a throw home, and he's out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Miles Straw. And that's in there for strike 1. He's got it. And that is out number 3. One left for the Guardians, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Max Stassi. Stassi in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2009. Next offering misses, and now 2-0. Way inside, gets out of the way. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a 4-pitch walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Here's Joe Adele. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside, and the count is 1-1. There's a strike. Next one misses, and the count is 2-2.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
David Fletcher, the next to hit for the Angels. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Goes to second. Safe there.
He's in there.
First and second, 1 out. Next to hit, Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The pitch.
Ball.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Mike Trout. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Righty to the plate. Check swing, appeal to first. And he punches him out. He went around.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a pitch. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Grounded out his first time up. Now snap throw to first. Jimenez back in on a dive. Stephen Kwan, pretty active on the bases, and not surprising, his favorite players growing up were two really good base runners, Ichiro Suzuki and Dave Roberts. Misses outside, and it's 1-0. Kwan, 25 years old, and he won a Gold Glove in 2022. Next pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second, and great jump. Cleveland up a run, looking for more, and that's ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one's in there, 0-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Next offering is in for a strike. And now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Mike Zunino digs in for the Guardians. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Check swing, didn't go. Ball 1. And that one off the outside edge.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And a pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Got him swinging. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Guardians strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Patrick Sandoval. Bieber back to work. Ball 1 there.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
1-1 now. Foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. pulled the string on the changeup.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Renfroe stands in now and watches strike 1. Bounced out to short. Rosario tosses to first. And that quickly 2 away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Walsh at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. And ball 1.
2 straight.
And it's even up. Shane Bieber's control and command some of the best in the game. 2017, the year before he made his big league debut, he struck out 162 batters and walked just 10 across 3 levels in the minors. Also worth popped up, and he's got it. That'll do it. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Guardians 1 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Lane Thomas.
The right fielder.
You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. The 0-1. That one fouled off. The 0-2. And that one missing low.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
Got it by him for the K.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Bell in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. The wind of the pitch. That catches the outside corner. And the count 1-1. That one down the line, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And here is Oscar Gonzalez. Doubled in his first AB. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Now fly ball to right center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 7.
Miles Straw digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1 so far. There's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Bell leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So the lineup flips over. Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians.
0-1.
That one catches the corner for a strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. On the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. Gio Urshela steps in.
The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
The pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Outside. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good eye right there.
Now on this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
3-1 is on the way. And that's in for a strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Max Stassi comes up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. That's in there. That's strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Onto the home run porch and left, gone. He'll touch them all. His second home run of the series, and they add a pair. It's 2-1. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance, and they found a way to fight back big time. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
And the batter now, Joe Adell, struck out looking at his first at bat. Ball 1 low. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick. The 1-1 is fouled off. Righty delivers. Struck him out swinging. couldn't catch up to the heater. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Fletcher, the next to hit, takes ball one.
1-0.
Right-hander kick steals. Still only one out here in the inning. And now 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Straw makes the play, and there are two down.
Now back, second baseman,
Anthony Rendon making his way to the plate. He was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ball one, no strikes. Foul ball there. Ball to strike. Fought off foul. The 1-2. He goes down looking. Two-run shot for the Angels this inning. And the home team down a run. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the number 2 hitter, Stephen Kwan. The line and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
the bat, the third baseman.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
First pitch, and he just misses. Kwan aboard here at first with nobody out. Not close with that one, and it's 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2-0. That's in there.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. This guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
The 2-1. And that drops in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And he deals. Pitch kicks away from Stassi. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
No outs. Runner on second. Swung on, belted. That one carried. Holy Toledo! The Rockets one to right, and it gives them the lead in the fifth. It's 3-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. a pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Mike Zunino digs in for the Guardians. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Mike Zunino pops one out of here, and they add to their lead. It's 4-2.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ballpark.
Ahmed Rosario digs in for the Guardians. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And here it comes. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Walsh makes the grab, one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And up next for Cleveland, Lane Thomas. That just misses, and that's ball one. Good eye right there. Now 3-0. And he walked him.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Bell stands in here, takes ball one low. Step off throw to first, and he's back in safely. The lefty, the 1-0. That one pushed foul. And a pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Fouls one off. 2-2. Kicks and deals. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Renfroe makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Now the designated hitter,
Oscar Gonzalez digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
At the belt and fires. Hard ground ball, base 9. throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Patrick Sandoval out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Ryan Tepera gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So 2 down, stepping up for the Guardians, Miles Straw. Oh.
I don't know how you take that.
That was a strike. The pitch. And that one a little bit high. Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 4-2. All set for the top of the 6th. And the batter now, Mike Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Bieber back to work. There's a strike.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And it is 2-1.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to. Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Patrick Sandoval. Trying to move him over here. Jimenez in plenty of time to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice.
The right fielder, number 12, Hunter Renfroe.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Next pitch is popped up. Bell has a beat on it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Jared Walsh now at the plate.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And the righty deals. Now one missed. Gio Urshela up next for the Angels. Trout at second with 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Here's Gio Urshela. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Kwan pulls that one down, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Guardians 4 and the Angels 2. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 6th. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Andres Jimenez. The pitch. Tepera, in his 9th season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. The 1-0. There's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Next pitch misses. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So man aboard, down the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Pitch misses. 1-0. And it's fouled away. And 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Scoops it up barehanded. Got him! Nice play.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Pickoff move to second, and he's back in on a dive. You know, Singy, Jose Ramirez signed that big extension, a 5-year, $124 million contract before the 2022 season. But right before that happened, the Guardians came this close to trading him. And the 1-0. This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Well done behind the dish. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Mike Zunino. He's already homered here in this one. And takes low for ball one.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And a pitch. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
On the ground, right side, and it gets by him. Coming around third is Jimenez. To the plate, save! And they're up by 3.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
1 down. And up next for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Ball 1, no strikes. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Center field. Trout sizing it up. Grabs it on the run. Out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder,
Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That one ripped left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. 1 run across. Row cut off. Now to the plate. He beats it safe. It's 7-2.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jaime Barria.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now the first baseman, Josh Bell. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runner leads away at second. Late on that fastball.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
0-2 now. And there's a ball. Action in the Angels bullpen. Jose Quijada, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Thomas at second with 2 down. Next pitch misses inside, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
Ground ball right side. Over to first. Out number 3. So they get 3 runs, only 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to the 7th now in game 3. It's the Guardians 7 and the Angels 2. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Angels catcher, Max Stassi. The wide to kick the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Good eye in that spot. Down the left field line, base hit.
the left field.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And next for LA, Joe Adell. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Righty to the plate. Runner at first with no outs here.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with two strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Activity in the Guardians bullpen. Eli Morgan getting loose out there. Henches warming up as well. And the 0-1. Slapped foul. And the right-hander deals. That misses the zone. It's a ball and two strikes.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue.
Next offering misses. 2-2. Hit weakly on the ground. Rosario one. And it's a double play to end the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Guardians 7 and the Angels 2. Welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the DH, Oscar Gonzalez. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Slider clips the zone. Kicks and fires. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Miles Straw digs in for the Guardians. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's too high.
2 balls, no strike.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. That's in for a strike. Throw over to first, and he's back safely. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That missed inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next pitch in the dirt. And a full count now. Bounced up the middle. Oh, great stop. To second, that's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Guardians 7 and the Angels 2. Back here in Cleveland, we're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Anthony Rendon. The pitch. And that's a little high.
Count 1-0.
That clips the corner.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's downstairs and outside.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
2-2 now. That one lifted to left. Quan settles underneath it. And there's one away.
The center fielder, number 20.
Here's Trout, 1 for 3. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Trout checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And down on strikes. Now 2 out.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Sandoval in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Left-hand batter waits. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And the Angels are gone in order. They're down 5. It's 7-2. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Jose Quijada.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. It just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Quan in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And there's the strike. The pitch. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. One and two now. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now the count filled up 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And there's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. First offering misses the mark. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Carlos Estevez getting ready to go. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Mike.
Here's the catcher, Mike Zunino. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. High fly ball out into left center field. Adele moves under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Man at first. And now Ahmed Rosario. Misses inside. And that is ball 1. Kwan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one clips the corner. And he deals. On the ground to third. A dive. He's got it. Throw to first. And it's in time. Wow. What a play on both ends for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Eli Morgan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Morgan measures 5 feet 10 inches, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2017. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Righty delivers. Good job to fight that one off. The wind of the pitch. Off the plate. Now 1-2. And here it comes. And that one is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Next one off the plate inside, and it's 3-2. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And now Jared Walsh. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. They say you win. Next one just misses. And the count is 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Angel De Los Santos, the young right-hander, up and throwing. One down, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another ball. Pitch misses there, and now it's 3-2. And the right-hander deals. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Gio Urshela to the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. Top of the zone for a called strike. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Angel De Los Santos.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Angels down to their final out. Max Stassi will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he takes a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. And it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So up next, Joe Adell.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one misses. Ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Down to their final strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. That's a little bit low.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. And now here is David Fletcher. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Next pitch is inside, and the count is 2-0.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful.
Throw to first, ball game. And the Guardians now lead the series 2-1 following this pivotal Game 3 win at home.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Nothing worth it is easy. Nothing easy is worth it. Y'all live and we die. What you need in this earthly? Got him moving silly. Wonder why nobody ever make it out of city. Heard he got a heart full of envy. Nowadays, hate to see it when you win it. Yeah, so everybody ain't clapping. They only tune in to see what can happen. And when it do happen, they gon' want them a fraction of love only real when they see that you just between me and you. You just gotta see that.
The final lineup for this afternoon's ball game. First, for the victorious Cleveland Guardians, 7 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Angels, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. This afternoon's paid attention at Progressive Field